Hello everyone, and welcome to another Company Heroes 2 replay cast. My name is ATR, and today we're gonna have ourselves a 1v1 on Kholodny Ferma. Our heroes today are going to be Mr. HOI-PauL.A.D. playing as the British forces in the blue.
The new infantry section is ready for battle.
And his opponent in the red is going to be Mr. RtN.ClockBuilder playing as the Osttruppen or Wehrmacht faction in the red, like I said before. So right off the bat, we do see both players selecting their doctrine. So we have PauL.A.D. going for the Vanguard Operations Regiment, a quite popular doctrine, and of course very strong because of that Croc. Croc has been addressed in the recent patch, so hopefully we'll get to see it and see how well or bad it performs. But I mean, I suppose you're pretty familiar with the doctrine. ClockBuilder, for his part, has started off with Osttruppen Doctrine. As you can, of course, see two Osttruppen now on the field. Gives you a lot of, field presence. Not exactly capping power, because remember, Osttruppen still cap slower than other squads, but, they can still cap, so it's not like they're not going to cap at all. So anyways, while the game gets underway and things are happening, well, before I say anything, we do see the MG42 for ClockBuilder going straight into the church, denying it to the infantry section, and the infantry section moving around in the center. Nice positioning there for Paul as he manages to break line of sight there from the church while still capping with his infantry section. Going to be engaged here by the Osttruppen. Osttruppen not going to be doing too much to that infantry section. However, they are going to put themselves in a position where they can deny the capping. I mean, deny in the sense that they were going to shoot him up and do a lot of damage. They weren't actually on the point, but still, obviously, Paul knows that he can't just simply sit there. MG42 does pop out of the church, puts itself in a better position there on the heavy cover with a good angle, manages to cover the entire center, and the infantry section backpedals, jumps over the fence, and gets himself inside the shack, and will be delaying here against the Osttruppen. Osttruppen do have themselves in a nice angle here against the infantry section, as they have, well, basically a flank. They have two fronts against it. MG42 going to be setting up at range, going to be able to get some shots into the shack, and that will kill the infantry section inside if it doesn't evacuate. Second infantry section going to be popping in to delay. First one pops out, down to 2 men, forced to retreat. And we see the Pios down south for ClockBuilder moving around and not exactly sure what they want to do. Now they're moving forward. They're going to be providing a little bit more support. And the infantry section here will eventually need to get the hell out of there. MG42 is being repositioned. Up in the north, we see the Osttruppen squad engaging against the 3rd infantry section for Paul. They are inside the shack, and these guys are not in cover against them, so the Osttruppen will lose. However, with 4 Osttruppen squads on the field right now for ClockBuilder, like I said, he has basically a lot of field presence. Second infantry section down to 2 men inside of the shack, popping out, but staying there, not actually denying. We see the Osttruppen squad getting suppressed, trying to vault over the fence to get themselves inside the shack. The infantry section pops in and then pops out, trying to deny them the ability to get in there. Succeeding, in fact, as it does get brought down to 3 men and it was suppressed. We do have a Vickers machine gun on the field for Paul, managing to force the retreat of that Osttruppen squad, while behind it, we do have a Pios squad ready and waiting for any unit to pop inside the house. So, wow. Heavy action right off the bat on this game. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Infantry section up in the north, getting caught by the Osttruppen and the MG42. Quickly retreating. May take an additional loss perhaps here, but they'll be fine. Second infantry section. Well, I shouldn't say second, because I guess there's 3, but the other infantry section popping itself back into the shack. The flamethrower burst does go off, getting some damage and forcing the retreat. And the Vickers machine gun up in the north is the really only thing that is left. Both of the MGs are currently suppressed, but the Vickers is forced to retreat as the flamethrower is moving into its face. And the Pios win the engagement. So nice early win here for ClockBuilder, managing to pretty much do a lot of damage here. Getting a lot of the territory. Doesn't have the edges still, or the victory points aside from the center one. But still he controls the bigger chunk of the map right now. Back at base, we do see infantry sections getting popped with medical supplies, damn it. That's right. Couldn't find the word. And we see the infantry section over here moving up to the north, quickly having to retreat as we do have that MG42 set up to cover this approach. Remember, there was a change where the hedge that was here got removed, and we do have a little bit of spattered cover, some green cover, some yellow cover in boxes and such. So it makes it a more open sort of flank, which, makes it similar to this one, you know, rather than having that big hedge there that makes it difficult. As minefield does go down for ClockBuilder on the point there, the strategic point, making it a little bit more difficult for Paul to cap. Paul is going to be ignoring the point and moving straight to the north. The fuel point is still in his possession. Vickers machine gun sets itself up by the lumber there in heavy cover, covering the southern approach, while the infantry sections move all the way up to the north. Looks like they are trying to go for a flank. They're not going to go for the victory point. They're going to get themselves inside the check behind anything. We see another S minefield. Is that an S minefield? Yeah. Another S minefield getting laid down there for ClockBuilder. Does not manage to... No, he does manage to build it all. And the infantry section is trying to pop inside the house. However, it doesn't actually, which allows it to stay pretty much intact. Still 4 men strong. Infantry section trying to pick up the kill there, but does not manage to do so. Up in the front, the Vickers machine gun from the north, putting itself in a position where it can get some shots off on the Osttruppen. The Osttruppen are in heavy cover, although they shouldn't be getting heavy cover against the Vickers here. And there is some cover in the way, and the truck is there. But these guys, yeah, they're getting suppressed, so they will eventually get pinned down. MG42 in the center, turning itself around against the infantry section. Infantry section down to 2 men, forced to retreat. Can it make it out of there? It's down to 1 man. The Osttruppen are pretty bad at shooting, but not that bad, and they managed to pick themselves up a nice kill. And down goes an infantry section for PauL.A.D, and he must not be feeling very good about that. We do see the sniper on the field for Paul. That is, of course, a pretty badass sniper. And we also have the Royal Engineers on the field with some SMGs and such. Shots flying into the house. The Osttruppen managing to not really take damage. We do have 6 kills so far for the sniper. The 222 is on the field. Even though this sniper is capable of shooting vehicles and doing damage to them, the 222 is kind of specifically designed to take it out. Down to half health. Can the 222 pick him off? I think he will. Sniper could potentially take a shot at it, but... Ooh, manages to break line of sight. Get himself in a better position. Shot's gonna fly. Shot gonna fly? Shot? No? Shot? Maybe? That doesn't matter. Space Sector MG manages to catch that 222, and ClockBuilder goes too greedy and gets himself a killed 222 with nothing to show for. So the sniper on the field is still alive, down to low amounts of health, but, you know, there is a medical squad on the field. Infantry section with medical supplies. And we do see a second sniper coming onto the field for Paul. It's an interesting decision. We see the second 222 moving up, running into the infantry section, and the Royal Engineers popping into the house. Gonna be denying the territory, but not gonna be able to kill it, not by themselves at least. The sniper back at base is gonna be healing up with the help of the infantry section. Infantry section getting reinforced, and the MG for the Vickers is also doing that as well. Up in the north, we do see a lot of capping going down for ClockBuilder. Center map, that 222 moving in, taking some shots at the shack, but not doing too much. The shack itself is also pretty sturdy there. Up in the north, the Pios are taking cover by the truck, getting some flamethrower bursts going on the infantry. However, with the snipers in position, shots fly, Pios squads go down, and they are forced to retreat. Let's put a hotkey on that one. Keep an eye on both of them. 1 and 2. 7 kills and 1 kill so far. None of them have actually paid for themselves just yet, but with 2 you are able to do a lot of damage and turn around quite quickly. 222 moving up to the north, trying to see if he can catch one of those snipers out of position. Sniper's forced to retreat. The 222 going to take some shots. Down goes one of the snipers. The second sniper now out in the open. Can the 222 finish him off? Even if he doesn't and gets himself killed, at the least he has killed 1 sniper with that, so that works. But Paul, adamant on his sniper play, is going to be building himself another one, kicking himself in the teeth for having lost that sniper, I suppose. So the Vickers machine gun getting circled by the 222, forced to retreat, and Paul not having an easy time here as ClockBuilder still controlling most of the map, currently controls both of the fuel points, and we do see tier 3 now going down for ClockBuilder, so that is going to be difficult for Paul to deal with. Sniper is finally going to come back into play for Paul. We'll put the hotkey on that one since this is a replacement for the original one. And the Osttruppen up in the north retreat. And that's the thing with these snipers. Yeah, they're good. They're going to do a lot of damage, but they're killing Osttruppen for the most part. And that doesn't really cost too much for ClockBuilder. He did lose one of the Osttruppen squads that I didn't actually notice. So let me note here and see if I can spot when that died. Because I'm pretty sure he had 4, right? And I can only see 3. So yeah, I'll double check on that. And you probably already saw it anyways, if it happened. If not, then I didn't do it. So, snipers in the center, again, getting caught by the 222. The 222 is just being a pain in the ass here for Paul, as it just doesn't really care too much. Goes straight through all the infantry, taking some damage, low in health, but just harassing his snipers and forcing them to retreat. The snipers do need the critical shot ability, basically, to be able to do damage to it. Disable it, essentially, but, well. So the 222 moves back, pilots are going to repair it, and it will be coming back into play as an annoyance of an OAD. Royal Engineers down south are going to be capturing some territory. We do see some wire laid down here for, I suppose it was ClockBuilder that laid it. 222 moving down to engage the Royal Engineers. Royal Engineers do have a sweeper equipped, so they also have reduced firepower, and they are forced to retreat. Now, we did see that ClockBuilder wanted to build something from his tech. Looked like a Stug for a second there, but decided against it and just canceled the build. So he has a lot of resources. Okay. So he decided to cancel that and instead go for the Osttruppen, going heavier on the anti-infantry. It's a big gamble there, as of course any type of tank could easily deal with him. However, there's nothing right now that's going to be coming out. I mean, I suppose he could go for the armored car, but I mean, that's a decent gun, but the Osttruppen should probably be able to take it out. So anyways, Royal Engineers up in the north, managing to clear out the S minefields, making sure that that munition goes to waste for ClockBuilder. However, he did force Paul's hand in building the sweeper, so, it still kind of works. Snipers up north, taking some shots. Oh, nice hits there on the 222. The 222 trying to move out of the way. The sniper setting up for another volley. They're going to be able to seek revenge on this guy. Ba-bam. Ooh, they are unable to get the shot off. That is unfortunate, though. Yeah, these snipers do have a low rate of fire. It is 50 cal, essentially. Shots fly, getting some good hits there on the Osttruppen, but the Osttruppen make it out of there, and the 222 was forced to retreat because, well, they would have gotten killed. However, we do have the Osttruppen on the field for ClockBuilder. At the same time, we do have the AT gun on the field for Paul, so he should be able to cover the snipers if he's sending it north, and he is sending it north, so... Wow, am I saying sending it in? He is sending it north. So the Osttruppen moving itself straight onto the sniper. Sniper's taking some shots. AT gun taking a good shot there. There goes a chunk of damage. And the snipers retreat as ClockBuilder is just being very aggressive here, trying to continuously push and not allow Paul's snipers to really do anything. The AT gun does take a chunk off of the health and forces it to retreat. However, it does sit there. And in the center, we do have these Osttruppen harassing the Royal Engineers as they're trying to cap. Down south, a lot of capping going down for ClockBuilder. More S minefields laid down all over the place. Spending a lot of munition in that, and I mean, it's good still, though, don't get me wrong, but I mean, there are two sweepers on the field for Paul, and he knows that, so maybe he could spend it in a different sense, because it's not the best, but we'll see. So anyways, snipers getting shots there on the approaching Osttruppen. Osttruppen forced to retreat, so the replacement sniper, 5 kills so far, 9 kills on the other one, and it did get a better than C1, which unlocks the coordinated fire ability. It's right there. And the Royal Engineers sitting on the other side of the house as the Pios just sit there trying to wait and see if they can spot anything. Up in the north, map is getting capped here for ClockBuilder. Shots flying from the snipers. Pios taking the damage. Royal Engineers popping themselves out on the other side of the house. Trying to do as much damage as they can with their SMGs to the Pios, but the Pios with their flamethrowers just basically out-damaging them. Shots continue to fly. The Osttruppen coming itself right behind the AT gun. Very nice maneuvering here for ClockBuilder. He's being very aggressive with his vehicles, managing to do quite a bit of damage here to Paul because, I mean, he doesn't really allow him to do much with his defenses. Managing to break a hole straight through and get that damage done. The AT guns are going to be going down here to the Osttruppen. The Osttruppen clears one out. The second one trying to move out of the way, then moves back out. And the snipers can return fire. And it does damage, as you can see, but it's not too much damage. I mean, it's almost like the damage that a PTRS can do, but not that great. So the AT gun going to be getting cleared out again here by the Osttruppen. The second AT gun does get brought in, and shots continue to fly from the snipers, and the Osttruppen gets itself killed. Base sector MGs, AT guns, geez, yeah. ClockBuilder got way too cocky there. He had been doing a lot of a lot of damage and a lot of work here against PauL.A.D. continuously harassing those snipers and not allowing them to set up that defensive wall, that impenetrable wall, where basically, yeah, AT guns and AT gun snipers and an MG can be very difficult to break with anything. Nice maneuvering, though, I gotta say, like that, getting it behind, getting all that. He actually cleared both AT guns, but he did not end up destroying any of those, not stealing any of those, not killing any of the snipers, and essentially just getting both of his vehicles killed. So, yeah, got too greedy. Like the 222 there really had nothing to do. He didn't have to go up there. So Paul is going to be sending out his Royal Engineers to cap. The victory point there is swarming with mines, and they have a minesweeper already equipped. We do see a Panzer IV coming online for ClockBuilder. We do have 2 AT guns and, of course, the snipers on the field. So that is not an easy thing to break for a single Panzer IV. The Osttruppen themselves are not able to do quite a lot of damage, or as much damage as they would want. Snipers are less than half health on both sides, so they have to be rather careful here, or they're going to lose their veterancy. Paul might just replace them, considering his fondness of the snipers, but still. Royal Engineers up north, Pilot Squad in the middle of the road, snipers taking shots at them, and the infantry section is forced to retreat through the flames, but they make it out of there. S minefield getting cleared out here by the Royal Engineers, Panzer IV straight through the center. Infantry sections trying to hold off, Vickers machine gun in the center, forcing away the Osttruppen squad, and the infantry section is forced to retreat as well. Up in the north, we do still have quite a bit of forces for ClockBuilder trying to hold the line as the Pyos behind are capturing territory. And we see ClockBuilder is going to be building himself his own sniper to try and play the, well, the counterplay here, the counter-sniping game. Difficult thing to do with 2 snipers on the field, however, we have seen it done. And to great effect, so it's definitely doable. Infantry sections moving out, even though they are not fully reinforced. They're trying to heal as much as they can, and the snipers need their healing. This sniper deciding, you know what, I'm fine. It doesn't matter. I don't need 2 legs. I can still shoot if I have both arms. So I'll just use a crutch. I'll use a cane. I'll use the rifle like a cane and get myself into position, and then I can shoot. Royal Engineers down south still working on clearing out the S minefields. The ones in the south did get cleared out. Second one trying to get cleared out here by the munitions point, but the Panzer IV takes a shot, detonates a mine, does some damage, and forces the retreat of the Royal Engineers. Behind them, another squad is capping, and the Pyos over here are going to go harass them. And the snipers in the north taking some shots at the Osttruppen. Osttruppen up in the northern fuel point are forced to retreat as the AT guns put themselves in position to try to stop any approaching vehicles that might want to take out their snipers. Osttruppen in the center, being harassed by the Vickers. Well, trying to harass the Vickers, but just getting shot in the face, really. As the infantry section moves behind them, and yeah. Panzer IV down south, trying to move around and find a better angle, I suppose. The Royal Engineers move back and cap some territory, as we do have these Pyos capturing the victory point. Victory points are 193 for Paul, 467 for ClockBuilder. So while he has suffered some perhaps unnecessary losses, he is still in the lead and doing quite a bit of damage. Population cap, or our army value, is in the favor of Paul right now, 58 to 46, but it's not that big of a difference, less than 10, so, you know, that can essentially just be 1 unit, so it's not that big a deal. Sorry. We now have the sniper on the field for ClockBuilder. He is going to be holding fire, so he looks like he is going to specifically be waiting for the moment to counter-snipe. The snipers are moving towards the center as the sniper for ClockBuilder is trying to put itself in an angle. Shots flying from the Pyos, revealing themselves for the snipers revealing themselves as the Wehrmacht sniper still holds the ground back there, trying to make sure it can get a perhaps opportune shot there. Panzer IV moving into the center, getting shot by the AT gun, being forced to back off. AT gun still sitting there. The snipers moving back forward. The Wehrmacht sniper, you can see the range there. It's halfway on the victory point. The railway artillery getting called in right on top of where the snipers were. AT gun needs to also move the hell out of the way. And it does. Shot flies, collapses the house. Nobody gets killed. Nothing really much happens, and everything is just going to move the hell out of the way for now. So the sniper still sitting in the center there, covering the MG. It looks like ClockBuilder might be wanting to utilize the MG as bait. He's covering the center point, trying to see if anything runs into it. Reveals itself, and the sniper's moving to try to clear it. Anyways, up in the north, the Osttruppen squad gets brought down to one man, forced to retreat. Royal Engineers retreating as well, but seems to have worked it out. So the Crocodile does come out.
Railway artillery support ready.
Oh, cool. I didn't know that actually happened. I hadn't read, I just thought it was the Crocodile. So you call in the Croc, and there's also like a flare effect that comes out. Huh, interesting. I didn't know that. So Crocodile straight into the center. Sniper, Wehrmacht sniper moving up, gonna take a shot. Oh, manages to get itself a kill on one of the snipers. That is a replacement sniper, essentially. Crocodile trying to finish off the Wehrmacht sniper. Flamethrower going off. Gets a good amount of damage on it. Down to a sliver of health. Panzer IV moving itself up and through the Crocodile, trying to see if he can perhaps destroy it. But the Croc, still a beast. Panzer IV moving up through the flames. Shots flying from the Crocodile. The Crocodile has a decent main gun, but not the best main gun, so it won't really do too much damage. However, with an AT gun behind it, damage will go through. We do see, however, a call-in of railway artillery right on top of the AT gun. Oh, what was that? Oh, AT gun getting cleared out. Crocodile trying to chase down the Panzer IV. Panzer IV has shots in the rear of it, but the second AT gun manages to get itself in position, takes a shot, and down goes one Panzer IV for ClockBuilder. What was in the house? I'm assuming it's an infantry section since I only see two, so I'm not really going to look at it, but you probably know. Panzer IV from behind the lines manages to kill the other sniper, it looks like. I'll keep an eye on it. But the Croc is going to be chasing it down. And shots from the AT guns go down. Panzer IV very low in health. Can the Crocodile finish him off? Potentially. Has a shot at the rear. There goes a shot at the rear. Very low in health. Crocodile is slow. Oh, but the Panzer IV stopped. Why are you stopping? Keep going. Run. Well, no, never mind. So the Panzer IV goes down for ClockBuilder. A little bit unnecessary there, but, well, it happened. Crocodile with his flamethrowers going off. The Osttruppen having to run through the territory, or not territory, but, you know, the AoE on the ground. Nothing on the field to stop this Croc. This Croc is just pushing forward, and
enemy forces are securing our territory. Infantry squad has been
the Osttruppen squad gets eliminated. Sniper, Pyos, everything moving back.
behind our lines. Headquarters attacked.
Here, apparently another railway artillery in the center, as we do see the forward logistics gliders getting dropped into the center of the map with the squad there. Flamethrowers going off. The snipers and Pyos do move out of the way as the flamethrower burst continues to do a little bit of damage to the structures. We do see yet a stug getting built for Mr. Paul, not Paul, for ClockBuilder, to try and fight Paul's Croc. While a lot of damage has gone on both sides, it's not exactly clear who's in the lead. The stug could potentially take out the Croc. I mean, the Croc is pretty strong. We do have an AT gun still left on the field there for Paul. Very low in health, but still there. And the Croc moves itself back into a another location here, trying to clear out the MG. Faust does go off by the Osttruppen squad. Osttruppen squad gonna get burnt to a crisp here. Down to 4 men. Needs to hit retreat. The trench is there, in position there for Paul, but the air landing officer is now moving forward. Does it let you build commandos? Yeah, it does let you build commandos, so we'll see if he decides to do that. So the air landing officer up in the north is going to try and cut off the retreat path of that Osttruppen squad. Osttruppen squad down to 3 men. Can they pick them off? I mean, they do a lot of damage close range, but perhaps not enough. The Crocodile is in position here. I mean, not the Crocodile. The Stug is in position to take out the Crocodile. However, we see Paul calling in a last-moment strafing support right on top of that Stug. The Stug taking quite a bit of damage down to a, well, not a sliver, but, you know, like about maybe 10% health. And moves the hell out of the way. Pyos moving down with their flamethrowers, trying to catch those AT guns and the Royal Engineers. The Royal Engineers forced to retreat. Ooh, strafing around, getting some rockets going on those piles. Piles forced to retreat. Sniper still on the field. The AT gun goes down. Flamethrower bursts continue to go off. The piles and the Osttruppen squad are forced to retreat. The sniper still there, left with a sliver of health. They managed to recover the AT gun with the Royal Engineer squads, but the sniper continues to take some shots. Down to 2 men. Can the Crocodile finish him off? Well, the Stug is still sitting there, still waiting. Oof, shots hitting the retreating infantry, doing some more damage, but not too much. And the sniper gets itself killed as it just sits there in the center. Does clear the AT gun once again, but like I said, it just got itself killed. Oof, that was a tense moment there. Stug gonna be moving up, takes a shot and destroys the air landing, well, the glider, not the air landing. Nice grenade going off by the officer, but it's gonna get himself killed though. It's not currently hitting retreat. Does hit retreat, but a little bit too late. Takes some shots by the Osttruppen, even the MG, and down goes the air landing officer as it was not in position to keep itself alive. Back at base though, the Royal Engineers are working as fast as they can to try and recover the Crocodile. The Crocodile, though, has suffered its main gun being destroyed. The Stug is moving into position. AT gun is getting built, but Paul is not currently ready for it. He does get the AT gun stolen by ClockBuilder, so he could just move up against the Croc and take it out. The Croc is trying to put itself into a better angle to shoot at least at the infantry, do some damage and take him out, but ooh, this is rough for Paul. This is just going to lose his Croc here without much that he can do. AT gun is getting built, could come out of the field in this direction right now, potentially take off the Stug. The Stug going to take another shot, and down goes the Crocodile, so the Stug can move the hell out of the way. AT gun coming on the field. Can he manage to finish it off? No, it looks like he's going to be able to sneak by out of there as the AT gun comes a second too late. Fuel-wise, though, he does have close to enough for another Croc. Does need the manpower, so he might be just waiting for that. However, victory point-wise, he might not have the time. Paul goes for the GG. ClockBuilder throws in the GG, and it looks like Paul is just going to call it quits at this point. Although he's still going forward. A little bit of a preemptive GG. AT gun pushes forward. The Stug moves the hell out of the way. Shots does fly. Gets a good hit on it. And the Stug could get itself killed. But the Pios continue to move forward. Can the Stug get finished off here? Potentially. Stug takes a shot. Boom! There we go. Hey, nice pickup there for Paul. Managing to kill off that Stug. I could potentially bring him into the game. He has lost a lot, though. Pretty much everything. Does have a Vickers currently on the field. The 2 Royal Engineers. And, of course, the new AT gun, but that's about it. The other AT gun did get stolen there by a ClockBuilder. Currently moving all the way back to the base. Going to get healed up and reinforced. Does he have heal? No, he actually doesn't have heal. He didn't get the med bunker, so I guess it could just get reinforced. AT gun getting caught way out of position here by the Pios and the MG. Gets cleared out once again, and that makes it very difficult for Paul to come back. There's going to be now 2 AT guns that he lost facing against him. Another Crocodile could potentially help, like I said. But yeah, he's far, far away from that manpower that he needs. Gets another sniper getting called onto the field. Snipers are good, but at this stage, I don't think that's going to help him. There's too many Osttruppen and just too many soft targets, basically. ClockBuilder able with his Doctrine to just simply replace his losses very easily. As weak as the Osttruppen are at this stage of the game, they're actually pretty great, considering that Paula doesn't really have a lot on the field. So he keeps moving around, going to be going up to the north, trying to fight against these Osttruppen, as the Vickers is just getting harassed. But the rest of the map is currently in control for ClockBuilder. I mean, Paul is essentially pinned to his base. Sniper moving up to the north, going to try and help out, but either he loses it right now in victory point count, simply because he's triple capped, and that's how the game ends, or he ends it himself, because, yeah, Paul is not coming back from this. A valiant effort, a decent approach, and a slugfest back and forth, but yeah, at this point, he just throws in the towel, realizing, yeah, he has another Panzer IV. I have nothing that I can do against him. I lost my AT guns. That's definitely game. So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the game. If you have any positive or negative remarks, go ahead and leave them in the comment section below. If you have any replays you want to send me, go ahead and send them to the email that I will put in the description. But otherwise, I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.